I'm going to move on, though, because Dynamite was on Wednesday, so we had a bit of a follow-up to All In. And let's go through it real quick, all right? Not that much on this show, but I guess I'll just go over the card and see what you guys thought of it. And so it started with Jon Moxley against Commander. What do you think of this booking, Vlad? I like this. I'm kidding. I don't like it.
I was about to say, is he serious? You had me for a second. Man. Like, what? Wow.
No.
I thought Kahan was getting delirious, but
no. This is a throwaway match. This is 15 minutes of the show where I could just forward and save some time. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, so the FTR they went at the Young Bucks and were mad that they got dissed, right? That they didn't shake their hands, and the Young Bucks were like, "Oh, we just were hurt that we lost." And then the Bullet Club came in, and then somehow now the Bucks and FTR are going to be a tag team again at that pay-per-view next week against the Bullet Club, the Guns, and Juice and Jay White, which I don't like this booking at all. I don't know if you guys want to disagree with me or just move along, but I'm so not interested in that match. I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it could. I kind of feel bad because there's a lot of good workers in there, but yeah, I don't really know what the point of this whole thing is. I mean, it's to further something, but is it to further the feud between Jin and Juice and FTR? I guess. I don't really know what the point of this 8-man tag is, but I think they just needed to fill a match on short notice. They have a week, where they had one pay-per-view and they're having another. So I'm guessing that's what it was. They just needed some marquee names and some marquee wrestlers and might as well put them together.
I don't know. 8-man tags are never anything useful. If this can further a storyline, then okay, I'll be glad. But I don't think so. But anyways, Robert, if you don't have anything to say, I'm gonna move on to Toni Storm.
Yes, please move on to Toni Storm.
Yes, she is also upset. She has a right to be. Her whole life came crashing down at All In. She has no friends. She has no title. She had a little bit of a breakdown here. She got a cool hairstyle. I like that. Whatever's going on there. She's always interesting looking, and she's very charismatic. I really like Toni Storm. I mean, I think basically, I'm pretty sure both of you would agree with me, right?
Great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is another phenomenal promo that she gave. A long list of backstage promos. She has like these great facials that she does, and no matter if it's on Dynamite or she throws stuff. Her thing is not throwing stuff at the interview people. But yeah, she's great. I mean, obviously, I think she would be great as the champion, but the one highlight that they have on these shows, either Collision or Dynamite, is her backstage interviews, which have been just top notch.
I hope they could keep it up, whatever they got going on with her. I really enjoy whatever she does at this point. I think she's the best girl on the roster at this point.
For sure, it's not even a question.
Jericho. So I liked this segment. We had a disagreement. I was texting with Vlad. Vlad didn't think this was any good. He came out. He wanted to apologize to Sammy and for kind of disrespecting him after his match, and Sammy accepted. But then they hugged it out. But then they kind of got a little offended at each other because he mentioned that he should have hit him a little harder with the bat. He should have hit Ospreay a little harder with the bat. And then they just traded basically barbs and insults at each other. It was very testy. And I thought considering old WWE booking, I thought this was the end of the relationship. I was going to see the breakup of the sex gods right here. But no, they somehow talked it out and they decided to become a tag team again and run it back next week. But I'm pretty sure something's going to go down with these guys next week. But I really like this segment because I was just on the edge of my seat, like thinking something could happen. Robert, are you with me or are you with Vlad here?
I don't know Vlad's opinion, but I am with you actually on this. Once again, the power of friendship prevails. It happened in All In, and it happened in this segment.
Yeah, it's very
We'll see.
important in AEW that
Yeah.
friendship is very, very important.
We'll see how long that lasts, though. We'll see.
Vlad, tell me why you didn't like this segment.
Oh my God, guys, you're killing me here. You're killing me. Okay. No, I mean, the reason I didn't like this segment is because I want Jericho to go away, take a break, stop stealing screen time with 20 minutes of his ranting and raving. He could go on tour or take a break. He'll be fine. Tony Khan will welcome him home if he takes a few months off. It's fine. Just go rest. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but considering the other
something
stuff on this show, Vlad, like when you Moxley versus Commander, Orange Cassidy versus Penta, I'm like, when it comes to all that, I think this was one of the better things on the show.
This is not. I don't think this is much better than any of that. So I disagree with that. I don't think it's that much better. We've already seen. Haven't we already seen like the breakup of his group? Like, why is this still going on? Like, I don't even understand, bro. I almost want to pull a Vince Russo and just go, bro, get off my screen, bro. And that's it, bro.
Oh God, I don't know. It's 2-1, Vlad. 2-1.
That's fine.
2-1. All right, let's move along. Backstage, so the Blackpool Combat Club's hanging out. So this I don't understand. So the main event of tonight is Orange Cassidy versus Penta, who Orange Cassidy is the international champion, but they're fighting for the right to fight Jon Moxley at All Out. So why is it like that? Shouldn't Penta be fighting Moxley for the right to fight Orange Cassidy at All Out, right? Or am I missing something here? But okay. That's the only thing about this.
I want to say that Moxley may have beat somebody previously, and that's why he's already going to fight for the title. I don't know. It's a good question, and I don't know. But
if they explained that, I missed it. I'm sorry, but it just seemed a little.
May or may not have. Yes, of course, but they may or may not.
Do you know?
I wasn't watching that closely.
Let's see if Alora knows.
Alora is like,
forget it.
She's fine.
Right, let's move along. She's still asleep. The next match is Wheeler Yuta against Kingston. See, another kind of, it's for the New Japan Strong Open Weight Championship. So they got, everyone's got a belt. The one thing I will say is that Wheeler Yuta sold Kingston's move like really well, because that's a really hard move to sell. Usually it doesn't look that amazing when he does it, but he helped him out here. So win for Kingston. Yuta does the job. After all the work they did to make Wheeler Yuta's character, he jobs to Kingston. I don't know. I'm pretty sure none of you guys have anything really to say about this.
Wheeler Yuta has been taking a lot of L's in recent months. He needs they need to do something to make him look a little bit stronger.
Do they? Do they, Robert? Do they really?
He's fine.
I think they could just let it go now with that, honestly. But so this was post All In. MJF is going on vacation, right? Which he deserves. I think just a week vacation, though, because supposedly they're fighting for the Ring of Honor titles at All Out. So that's going to happen there. There was a little interview here with Sammy and Callis. Sammy just told him to get lost. He's like, he totally knew, just didn't like him. Scumbag. So I thought that was funny. I kind of like this segment. I don't know if you remember it, Robert.
I do.
He did not want to hear anything Callis had to say. Just like, fuck off. So Adam Cole came out. He's going to talk about the fact that they're tired, but they're going to be ready for their match on Sunday. Whoever wins that Battle Royal on Rampage, I guess, is going to get a shot at and here comes Roderick Strong. The way I thought he was going to come out at All In, walking down the ramp. But so he comes in. They all tell him that he's there with the Kingdom. Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. Sorry. So they all take turns on the mic. They all tell him, you used to be our friend. You abandoned us, for whatever, for the money, or no one gets this MJF thing. and they put him through it. They make him feel bad about himself, and then Roderick goes, you know what? I'm gonna enter that world title tournament or whatever with his messed up neck, and Adam Cole was like, oh, the funny thing to me was when Roderick came in, I forgot at the very first thing he said was that, oh, you're worried about MJF's neck being hurt, but not worried about me, your friend. Your friend. I don't know. I like this segment too. You see, me and Vlad also had a disagreement about this segment. I don't know. Robert, come on. I thought this was okay.
I like this too, but I do think that this revelation of their history with the Kingdom, or Adam Cole's history with the Kingdom, should have happened much sooner. Because I didn't, yeah. Because I'm just saying from my side when I was watching this, I didn't really know who the Kingdom were, but then I guess apparently they had history back when they were both in Ring of Honor. Because my first exposure to Adam Cole was in NXT. That's when I started seeing Adam Cole. I didn't know his previous history. Well, I know he was part of the Bullet Club for a little bit, and then he came to NXT. But then before joining the Bullet Club, I didn't know what he did before that. So that would have been nice to know the history between them, him and the Kingdom. So that way, them trying to help out Roderick Strong would have made more sense, because prior to this segment, that felt really random to me. But so yeah, I mean, it was a decent segment, but I think that that exposition of their history should have happened a lot sooner, just to make the angle make more sense.
That's definitely true. Good point. Good point. I believe that to be a booking malpractice, as some people would call it. But I like that segment. In terms of this show, it was a really kind of weak show. I think thin. So, but that was one of the better segments to me. I don't know. Oh, Penta was going to fight Moxley. They cut a promo, whatever. Okay, so this was a poorly booked women's match, I would call it. It was Chris Statlander, Sheeta, and Britt Baker against Nyla Rose, Marina Shafir, and Emi Sakura. And Emi Sakura is like, she gets so much work from Tony Khan. Like, they must be good friends or something. She's on Ring of Honor. She's on, Collision sometimes. I think she's been on Collision. I'm not sure. But she's okay. She just gets a lot of work. And I don't know. In the end, the baby faces won here. There was supposed to be a little disagreement with Britt and Sheeta. I don't know. Someone got nailed by accident. And then Ruby Soho came in and whacked Chris Statlander from behind and took her belt. But she didn't actually keep the belt. I thought it would have been a nice little heel thing to do if she ran away with it. But she just kind of left it there on the entrance ramp. But very shoddy match, I would say. Like, why have this match? It's kind of a waste of time here in 6-man booking match. Right, Vlad? Am I crazy? I don't think you cared about this. Marina Shafir, Nyla Rose, and Emi Sakura. You care about any of this or what?
Yeah, I care very greatly and very deeply about all of these women. I mean, that's still a little bit of sarcasm. Obviously, I don't care about any of the people you just mentioned, even in the slightest. But I guess this is because I guess the same the faces, Britt, Statlander, and
Sheeta.
What is Sheeta? Holy Sheeta, right? They're going to have a match with the Outcasts that may I guess even though the Outcasts look like they've broken up, I guess they're still going to have a match on Collision, right? So I guess maybe was just to tease. I think that's what they said on. That's what Excalibur said in one of his when he was going through the matches at 100 miles per hour.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that. Okay, all right, interesting.
He said that. So that's something I guess that's for Collision.
All right, Robert, do you have anything to say about this women's match, or should I move on to Let's get out of here. Let's go home. I do like Shane Taylor though from Ring of Honor. Big fan. I think he does good work, and he's fighting Samoa Joe. at the pay-per-view for the TV title, the ROH TV title. So I'm looking forward to that. Out of this whole card that I've seen, I think that's a good one. I'm interested to see what happened. So this was where they furthered that angle from the Golden Elite match with Bullet Club Gold. They go through Kenny Omega's injuries. It's kind of a messed up thing to do here from Don Callis, but he is an asshole. But, I kind of like this. I think it's leading up to their match, and I don't mind this at all. And Takeshita, he had a good moment here at the end. He was like, Kenny Omega, there's something in Japanese. So I thought that was good. It was short and sweet. The Acclaimed. Okay, I don't know what this is. They always do this type of stuff. What is this? A celebration for winning the titles?
Yes.
And they give them like a new pink belts.
New belts.
Their belts are pink.
Yeah.
So they really needed to take 10 minutes to do that. So again, not a very strong episode, I will say. But the belts scissor. I forgot to mention
they can
that.
scissor.
Yeah, yes, the belts can scissor. So this was the ending, Penta against Orange Cassidy. This was a long-ass match, right? I think it was at least 20 minutes. It must have been. Good chunk of the show. We all know how these matches end, though. Orange Cassidy just takes a shitload of damage, and in the end, he kicks out of everything. So this is where he kicked out, and then somehow he kind of pinned his shoulders real tight right here. He's the master of the tight roll-up somehow. Man, so good. Anyways, so he keeps the title, just like I thought he would. This was a pretty much guaranteed ending, and he's going to fight Moxley. Oh, he gave a speech. Remember this? I never heard him speak that much,
yeah.
but very impassioned speech. This was his best promo, I thought. So, then in the end, Moxley came out.
Promo.
They had a face-to-face. I can't believe it's like a dream match, dude. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell is going to happen here. Well, do you think there's any chance this could be the end of Orange Cassidy's run against Moxley, or is Moxley going to just do the job too? Huh?
Are you asking? Who are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Or Robert, you go first.
Okay, I want Moxley to win, but not necessarily because I'm that big of a fan of Moxley. It's just more so I want Orange Cassidy's run to come to an end.
What?
So,
You're not an Orange Cassidy fan, dude? Come on, dude. This is an epic run. This is the greatest wrestling run I've ever seen in my life, I think. Vlad,
Yeah.
do you think this could be the end of his streak? Yes or no?
Yes, but the one thing I will say first, you said this was a dream match. This reminds me of a dream I had when I had food poisoning, and I was like laying in bed having nightmares and getting up every like hour and a half to 2 hours, puking my guts out. So if that's the type of dream that this is, as far as dream matches go.
wow.
Now, as far as who will win, I mean, I guess Moxley should, unless there's some kind of weird shenanigans that go in the match. But we'll see. It's hard to say.
Orange Cassidy, clean. Remember, I'm the master of predictions here. So.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the one thing at the end of the match, like, I didn't understand, like, Moxley came out and they went face to face, and then like Orange Cassidy like gave him like a little slap or something, and Moxley didn't even do anything. He just walked away. I was like, okay, that doesn't really make sense for his
hand
character.
is injured. That's why his slap wasn't really strong. You know what I mean?
So it was like getting hit by like a child, right? So.
Yeah. Well, his hand's been hurt. So.
Oh, his hand has been hurt. Well, that hasn't stopped him from beating everybody under the sun, but his hand has been hurt. But anyways, whatever, dude. Obviously, this is like something I don't care much about. I think both characters are kind of jokes. But anyways, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, All In was like a high for AEW. It was like a WrestleMania type of thing. And then they went to Dynamite, and I guess it didn't really follow up that well, right? This was a kind of bad show. Yeah. Let's start with Vlad. Vlad, give us a grade for Dynamite.
Oh, man, I guess I would say this was probably like a D episode, but like I'd say D plus. This is better than that episode a couple weeks back when I thought it was one of the worst episodes of all time. So I'll say it's slightly better than that. D plus.
I'll give it a D. A D, just straight D. How about you, Robert?
I'll agree with the D.
Damn, man. Yeah. Okay.
Well, if Robert is giving D's,
Yeah,
holy hell! Oh wait, so I
was
I
like-
end up giving a better grade than both of you. Holy hell!
Shit. You've been
Oh
lenient.
my god!
How about
my
you?
God.
What?
Well, there was
what's
like
your grade
F,
for
F.
You saw Dynamite last night, right?
She said wolf. It's an F.
The Tony Storm interview saved it from being a D minus, so I'll give it a D.
Oh man, Tony Storm is so good. I hope she's.
Yeah.
I hope she has another.
Minutes.
Yeah, I hope she has another promo on Collision.